Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Someday I'll Have a Podcast. My name is Ren. I am your host. This podcast came to be because I've always had so many things that I have been saying someday I will do, and I just need to do them. Like, what the hell? Let's just start the damn thing. And so this is one of them. So I'm turning my someday into today, and I'm making a freaking podcast. I feel like I just need to check in a little. I feel like it's been a long little moment since I have recorded a podcast episode. Still getting the ball rolling, I'm still learning my routine, figuring it all out. I've been traveling. I've been, working a lot. The year is starting to wind down. And all that shit gets crazy. Let's be honest. The holidays, no matter what holidays you celebrate, there's a lot of them this time of year, okay? And there's just a lot going on, and that's okay. But here I am now to talk in your headphones again. As the year's winding down a little, I feel like I just want to come in here and talk a little bit about the year, what happened, what's to come next, all that jazz. And so every year since 2016, I have had a stupid little slogan for the year that kind of is a little reminder, a little punchline, a little something or other to essentially remind me just to not give a frick and also live my life fully. I don't know, just stupid little things. For example, 2016 was it's 2016, I can do what I want. And 2021, there's no rules. I've just had these fun little stupid little sayings because honestly, there's no rules, whatever. And 2022 slogan was, it's 2022, nothing held back. And while I feel like I was still holding back in some areas of my life, I also feel like I have gone full force in not holding anything back. in a lot of different what's the word I'm looking for? How does someone like me have a podcast when they cannot ever articulate what they're thinking? I don't understand. In many different facets, no, in many different parts of life, I don't know. Anyway, I've been working on not holding back, and partially hence this podcast. This was born because I'm I need to stop holding back and just going for the things I want. It's come to fruition in relationships and friendships, in saying what I want and going after the things I want, in communication, in my work life balance, in travel, in just, full sends all year long. You know what I'm saying? Just not holding back in any part of life. And in some ways, looking back, I feel yeah, sure, there's a lot more that I could have done, and a lot less I could have held back, if that makes sense. But basically, I just want to reflect on the year a little bit. I'm just here to talk it through and talk about why I even have these slogans in the first place. And I think it's really important because personally, I'm into affirmations and reminders and phrases that kind of wake me back up. Give me a little snap and be yo, this is the reality of my life. So for example, 2021, there's no rules. Last year, it really felt yeah, there's no rules of what your life's supposed to look like at this time, at this date and time. You can do anything. You could be anything. There's no rules of the ways you're supposed to spend your money or spend your time or how relationships are supposed to look. There's no rules. So live freely, let it happen, let it roll, go with the flow, go with the flow while simultaneously going full force into the shit that you want. I mean, and essentially breaking it down, each of these little phrases or slogans for the year, they really have the same deep meaning. So for 2022, it's like, stop holding back. Go full force into the shit that you want. Into the sit. I cannot talk. Into the sit. Go full force into the shit that you want. Don't hold back in voicing your opinion. Speaking out when, see something, say something when things are wrong. Speaking up for increasing communication and what you need out of relationships, what you need from others, what you need from yourself, really, There's so many different ways that you can take it and that these little slogans can be applied. I feel like that is an area that I've just been growing so much in. And communication so much as well, because like whether it's my parents or my friends or my coworkers, just listen, like speaking up and saying, listen, here, what I need from this relationship or this environment is this, that, and the other, instead of just holding back and like hoping that people will change things on their own or that the environment will get better on its own. Like need to be an active part of our environments and an active part of our lives, so there's a fine line between going with the flow and whatever the opposite of that is. But I think it's nothing held back has been like an important reminder to just like be active in all those different little corners of your life. And essentially to lead you to what you want, to the way that you want your life to be. Nothing held back. I so many times have been like, I cannot afford this like thing that I'm about to do, whether it's like a trip, an event, festival experience. But like instead of saying that, like letting there be a way for it to happen. Like, for example, I wanted to go to Riot Fest. And like, I was ready to drop some cash and go. And then this opportunity came about where I literally got to go for free and make content for Monaco, which is like two things that I've like, what? I literally got to go to an event that I was already wanted to go to for free and have that experience. But I also got to get my foot in the door and make content for a brand that's literally the shit I've been working for like years now, in doing like all my vlogs and like all that crazy stuff. So like, what? Like there's almost like if there's a will, there's a way. And like if you're holding back, like those opportunities aren't going to present themselves to you in some ways. You know what I mean? And so like that was one example. Also like John Summit, this incredible house DJ from Chicago, was coming to town. My dumbass waited way too long to purchase a ticket. And I was like, yo, maybe I just won't go. But then I'm like, it's 2022, nothing held back. So I spent way too much money on an overpriced resale ticket because that shit was sold out. And literally it turned out to be one of the best nights of my life. Like, not even joking. The environment, the people I was with, the energy, the music, the after party, like, oh my God, like everything just like was perfect. And like if I had held back and say like, oh, I can't afford it, like, oh, like maybe I don't need to go, even though like I obviously want to. If I would have held back, like I literally would not have had the amazing ass time. And what would life be if it's not an amazing ass time? Like we should always be pushing to make it an amazing ass time. That's something you'll hear a lot on this podcast. If you're new, if you're not new, get used to that theme of like, all life is a freaking party, and that's what we should make it at all times. But yeah, so just like little things like that. I mean, just like making things happen, not holding back in any aspect. Just literally letting yourself live fully and going full force. And saying what you want, whether it's to somebody or putting it out into the universe, saying it out loud, manifesting it, making it true. Like, quit holding back. I feel like, dude, oh my gosh, kind of going away from the nothing held back. Like 2022 has been an insane ass year, dude. I got my ass out of my parents' house and I moved to Chicago. I moved downtown. I moved to the Windy City, just made it happen. I've been working my ass off to save money, make money moves, pay off my loans, travel like crazy, make connections to literally be getting paid dancing gigs, getting content brand deals. Like literally my dreams have been coming true, and maybe it's because I haven't been holding back. Like so many crazy amazing things have happened in 2022, like relationships that have blossomed, like this is totally the freaking blossom era. Oh my god, and that's a whole nother podcast that I will talk about later, I promise. But it's just been so many magical opportunities and moments just because I've made things happen and not held back. Wow, like I'm literally, oh my God. This will probably come out before my 2022 in review video that I'll be doing on my YouTube channel. But if you want to see, visualize what I'm talking about from this year and all the wild, insane realities, I will definitely be doing a 2022 in review recap video on my YouTube channel at Living Large with El Crew, which will always be linked in the show notes. But I feel like I just need to share this stuff because I need to encourage you, my listener, whoever you are, wherever you are in your life's journey. Your life can be everything that you wish it could be and should be. Stop holding back, man. I feel like if you're listening to this right now, that's something you need to hear. And I'm so grateful that I can share that with you. That I have pushed myself and been granted the life that I have, to be able to put this out into the world and just share that with you. And I feel like if you're listening, you're meant to hear it. So take that and do with it what you will. Hope you walk away with something valuable after ending this podcast. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet just to really send my encouragements, express my freaking huge ass gratitude for this year and everything that not holding back has brought me. What a magical time. 2022, lots of ups and downs, obviously, like every year. But yeah, I'm moving forward and looking back with gratitude, full gratitude. There is nothing else like it. I'm going to end this podcast episode with my little segment that I've been doing that gives you a song that I've been playing on repeat. Just because I love music. I think music is at the core of everything in our lives. And I'm a big music gal. I want to share the good tunes with you. So one that I am going to share with you is a little EDM bop. It's called Maze by Punctual. Really been making me feel a certain way. Really a song that my friends and I have been jamming out to lately, but also it's really manifested itself in a very lovely romantic way for me lately. In just a special way with the way that life's been going. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but hopefully you can listen to it and feel something beautiful that something that I feel from it by listening to it. So once again, that is Maze by Punctual. And yeah, I'm so happy to share that song with you because it really is so beautiful and so good. Yeah, I just want to end this off with make your someday be today. Push yourself, hold absolutely nothing back, and turn your someday into today. Thank you so much for listening.